All right, speaking of uncomfortable women, let's go to Mike across the
Well, let's hope a little game of No Fence Riders can bring Bull back into his good wits. Before we get to No Fence Riders, it's time to remind the people of the world that FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. It is unquestioned, undeniable, unquestionable. It's FanDuel. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets with any winning $5 moneyline bet. That's $150 if your team wins. So if you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time than right now to get in on the action. The app truly is so easy to use, and they have everything you can imagine betting on, including spreads, player props, over-unders, and much, much more. So visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to kick off the NFL season. FanDuel, an official partner of the NFL, an official partner of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Guys, we have a couple No Fence Rider questions to get to, and only one of them is not a damn near even split. So this should be fun, and we got Bernie coming up in 20 minutes, so we'll mosey on through these pretty quick. Let's start with the first one. Steve, are you ready?
Why you got to rush us on this?
Well, either kicker.
We don't need to rush. Let's take it down a notch.
Okay.
Keep it calm right now. You're a little too worked up at the moment.
No, I think we got 7. I just want to make sure we give each one the appropriate time.
By the way, I
Bernie
think we
gets
need
in
to
here.
get a chalkboard where we can keep track of all the pauses during a show.
What we got
Dini's always good for 2 or 3 pauses.
we got in trouble for that. We're not supposed to count them. We're not supposed to say that.
We should. We got to bring it back. Go ahead. Number 1, Mike. Sorry.
Number 1, will a kicker in this game, either kicker, Dustin Hopkins or Justin Tucker, miss a kick on Sunday? It can be an extra point or a field goal. This was a 4-3 split. 3 people said yes. Myself, G, and Jay do believe there will be a missed kick, while the rest of you guys, the angry side of the fence, says no.
That's true. All the angry people.
Why would you say yes?
Hopkins is gonna miss a kick. Don't stop playing around, bro.
He already did. He was due for one and he missed it last
I know
week.
he hit way too many in a row at Cleveland. Way too many, right down the middle.
But it's in Baltimore.
I know, and now it's on the road, and it's a big game. He's gonna miss like a 46-yarder, but he's gonna go 3 or 4. 3 or 4.
I have faith in him right now.
If anybody gonna miss, it's Justin Tucker, because they're gonna try to make him kick a 62-yarder and he gonna miss.
Right.
I ain't seen Justin Tucker miss ever against the Browns.
I seen him miss a field goal.
I have not. Listen.
Yeah, what is Justin Tucker's career stats against the Browns?
I ain't heard it, man. Sheesh.
That would be interesting. That's an interesting stat.
All right, give us the next one there, Mike.
Justin Tucker versus the Browns in 23 career games is 40 for 48 and 52 for 53 on extra points. So he has missed 9 kicks against the Browns.
So out of what percentage is that?
83%.
That's not for him. That's not good.
But in his first 3 games against the Browns, he missed 4 kicks.
There it is. That's the first season.
So in essentially the last 19 games, he's missed 4 kicks.
Well, that's still more than you would have thought from him.
That's still crazy. That's a lot of kicks.
And G. Bush, if you remember last year,
he missed 1, right?
He missed 2.
Yeah.
So there was a stretch where he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He went 10 games in a row without missing a kick. Essentially sandwiched bad start, 8 straight no misses, 1 miss. He was 4 for 3, then 10 straight without missing before last year.
4 for 3, by the way. All right, next one.
Next one. Will Elijah Moore have more receiving yards than OBJ in this game? Myself,
both these guys are not him.
Tyvis and Earl all said yes, Bull. You don't think so?
Shame on you.
I mean, both these guys are not any good.
You're out of pocket.
I'm out of pocket?
Yeah. Yes.
What's Elijah Moore's most yards this year?
59.
Oh.
69?
59.
Oh.
59.
Nah.
You sick, boy.
I am out of pocket. Earl is right. I'm out of pocket right now.
Children.
So, G, you said yes. You're with me on this one. Why do you think Moore has a bigger game than OBJ?
Oh, I don't think he has a big. I mean, they both stink.
But you don't think Elijah Moore has more yards?
I think Odell's going to have 17 yards and Elijah Moore's going to have 12.
It's funny.
What do you think? There's going to be a lot of passing yards in this game?
I think. Listen, I think it may be like a 45 to 37 type game.
You think so?
I think 40, 45.
We talking about points or yards?
We talking about yards.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think it was saying points.
Points.
Like it's 40, 45. He caught one of them crossing routes, and that's about it.
Which side of this were you on?
Tyvis said yes.
I have no choice.
Oh, because he's your guy.
Yeah, I have no choice on this.
Elijah Moore is like a
Elijah Moore gonna have a game.
He's like a payday loan. You just regret it.
No, this
like
this the
week
thing.
after week, you just keep going back to pay them.
Elijah Moore's a timeshare.
He been fooling you. He been fooling y'all. He don't want to be on the scouting report.
Really?
He didn't want to be on the scouting report for big games like this. See, they not gonna pay him no attention, and he gonna go crazy.
We just keep going.
I'm reaching, ain't
going back to cash advance. But I only borrowed $600. Why I owe you $300 every week?
He gotta make me look right at some point in this season. Like, the man is overdue.
I keep asking.
You way overdue.
I keep asking, when is it gonna show up? It just never.
Bull, you told me last week I gave too much away in a tease.
Yeah.
This is how quickly I learn. And there's one of my 5 stats tomorrow that is going to make anyone who said no to this question change their mind. This is my lock of the century. Elijah Moore, more yards than OBJ. And there's a stat tomorrow in the McNuggets 5 stats segment that will make you believe that I'm the smartest man in the world for making a lock on this.
That we're wrong for saying no.
No, you said no, so yes, you're wrong. But G and Tyvis are on the right side of history. I'll make them feel better about their pick.
Okay, I
and
like
you will
that
feel
tease.
silly.
I like that tease. All right,
next one. This did happen in week 1. Will it happen again? Or first matchup, week 4. Will Lamar Jackson have more rushing yards than Jerome Ford? Yes or no? This was not a 4-3 split. This was a 5-2 split. Tyvis, you and Jay said no. You're believing in Jerome Ford will have more rushing yards than Lamar Jackson.
I do.
The rest of us all said yes.
I do, because the Browns is going to really try to get him involved. They're going to give him like 22, 23 carries, and I'm figuring at some point after Deshaun dices up, gets some couple of completions, they'll be a little lax, and he'll get a seam. I ain't saying it's going to be much. I mean, Lamar had how many rushing yards in the first game? Like
29.
20? Yeah.
You think they can hold him to 29 in this one?
Yes. They're going to have a game. Listen, Lamar Jackson is not going to be the reason as far as running.
I just feel like if you're going to have success running, to me, it's a guy like Kareem Hunt that's going to have the game.
Yeah.
This sideways nonsense, Jerome Ford, you're going to get killed by the Ravens.
Listen, Lamar had how many yards? 29. He just need 30.
Hey, bro, he run like
he just need 30 yards.
He runs like Devin Hester under center. Like, you can't.
I still want Pierre in there, but we ain't even going to do that.
Jerome Ford had 26 in the first matchup, Tyvis, just so you know.
And remember, Lamar didn't run as much. He might have run more had the game been in doubt. But the Browns were getting crushed, so they were probably stopped calling any runs.
I think Jerome Ford. I'm almost tired of seeing him get carries.
Now Pierre Strong's banged up, so that's the one thing making me hesitate a little bit. But
he be tiptoeing and he looked like a ballerina out there, man.
If you try to get outside against the Ravens, forget it.
Jerome Ford has the longest run of the year for the Cleveland Browns.
We don't care nothing about that.
Yeah, and then he's averaging 2 yards a carry besides that.
Elijah Moore has the most yards
whose fault is that? Is it him or the offensive line?
Elijah Moore has the most yards on reverses.
Okay.
Don't nobody care.
Listen, 20. Lamar had 29. He can get 30.
Have we heard about Draymond Jones?
Draymond Jones.
DeJuan Jones?
We
have not seen his practice report yet. He did not practice yesterday. Joel Bitonio did speak in the locker room this morning.
Yeah.
And he was asked, what will be the offensive line alignment versus Baltimore? And he said, we're going to have to see how practice goes today and tomorrow. Not even he's sure at this point how their offensive line will be aligned.
You're saying DeJuan Jones didn't practice again today?
They haven't practiced yet. They're speaking to the media.
Oh, yeah, it's early still.
So, yeah, that has not been released. As soon as that is, we will let you guys know. But that is something we are monitoring very close. Let's move on to the next one.
All right.
Will Browns receivers, excluding Amari Cooper and Njoku, so that means all other wide receivers, all other tight ends, combined for 55 receiving yards versus Baltimore? This is a 4-3 split here. Tyvis, Jay, and Earl said yes. Myself, Bull, and Jason
said no?
Said no.
Well, anybody that said yes for Elijah Moore should have said yes for this.
Exactly.
I don't trust anyone outside of Elijah Moore in this game, for the record.
Exactly.
Buying Elijah Moore stock in this one.
So how many yards do you think Elijah Moore is going to get in this game?
I think he's got 35, 40.
60.
All right. I mean, if you think he's going to get, what was the number there total?
55.
Because who else is getting anything?
That's why I went under and still over.
And you know, it's
Also,
crazy.
Tyvis is dead.
And you know,
Harrison Bryant's going to get 1 yard.
this is how bad you done got. This how bad you done got. The people is laughing about your total yardage, and you really trying hard. Like you going to practice and
but that's
doing stuff.
the thing, though.
And y'all saying like y'all clowning him over 40, 50 yards.
It's not fair to Elijah Moore because
You're crying. You have liquid on your
crying.
face. There was liquid coming down your cheeks.
it's not fair to Elijah Moore because he could have had games with more than 50 yards. If P.J. Walker would have hit him the two
Amari
starts,
Cooper did.
He skipped the ball off the ground to the man. He was
This
open.
is crazy. The slander is crazy, bro. You got to do something, man. You got to do something. You got to go up and tell the quarterback, throw you the ball, bro. Catch it.
I think they got a shot because of Watson. If he
It's crazy.
progresses from last week, then I just think it's going to be hard to score for both teams.
We're going to
in
see
this game.
training camp Elijah Moore.
I think it's going to be a really low-scoring game.
Training camp Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
That's him. That's what we're going to see on
King
All
of
right,
training
next
camp.
up, boldest
ahead.
leads right into what
That's
you just
crazy.
said.
Yeah.
Will Deshaun Watson account for more touchdowns than turnovers versus Baltimore? This was the only one that wasn't a damn near split.
Yeah.
Jay is on the fence by himself here.
Yeah.
Jay said no. Everyone else
He's
said more
sick.
touchdowns than
Well,
turnovers.
Jay is more down on Deshaun than anybody else, which is not unfair.
He's
but
sick.
He's the most down on him. I got Deshaun 1 touchdown, no turnovers. Because I got a low-scoring game, very low-scoring.
I had 2 and 1.
Look, man, this is the game you got to do it. I know it's a lot. People put a lot on your plate. This is the game you got to. If you want to come out and be a dude that the city loves, and you got to show that you could put the cape on and play good against great competition.
Lamar did it out the bathroom.
Yeah, you're right.
Walked right out, right off the bathroom, probably didn't even wash his hands. Touchdown.
Well, I mean, why would you wash your hands? You're playing football. They're just going to
Hey,
get gross
come
again.
on, man. Come on. Get some.
That's disgusting.
Get some
boy.
sanitizer.
You
Y'all
are
dudes,
sick.
man. These guys man, y'all cats is wild.
I got Deshaun with 2. One rushing,
This
one
whole
pass.
show is out of pocket.
Has
The
has
whole
been a very
show is out of pocket.
Y'all on a Thursday? This is how y'all doing on
We are
Thursday?
completely out of
Thirsty
pocket.
Thursday.
It's crazy.
Ladies' night, too.
Oh, man.
Working
All right.
Women's Wednesday.
What's next, Mike?
Tyvis came in hot today, and he is not cooled off
Just-
since.
wow.
All right, next up, we have 2 left. We're going to read some Super Chats. Going to bring in our guy, Bernie Kosar, who's sitting backstage with us. Will any Ravens running back, any Baltimore running back, have more than 60 rushing yards against the Browns defense? In the first matchup, no running back had more than 50 yards. So I'm saying in this one, will any running back have 6? It's a pretty even split here. Tyvis, Jay, Earl, and myself said yes. Bull, Jason, and G with the double thumbs down. I'll say no.
That's because Lamar Jackson gonna have about 60.
No, that's because
70.
the running back gonna get 60 because Lamar is not. I'm telling you, Jim Schwartz is gonna say Lamar is not beating us in the run game. He had 2 touchdowns. He's not beating us in the run game. And they gonna misfit a gap, and one of the running backs gonna gash him for a good 20-yard gain, and the rest of it gonna be nickel and diamond for the rest of the game. But I think the Browns do win the game overall.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Eagle front. I wouldn't mind seeing 2-3 techniques in the nose.
You gonna just eat up all the inside gaps?
Yeah, good luck.
We are the wide 9. Just
Yeah, I know.
so you know.
Yeah, I know.
So-
we need to stick a little gap in there somewhere.
Is Zach Moss the only running back that's had more than 60 yards against the Browns?
I think Jonathan Taylor did.
Taylor.
I know
I
Jonathan
thought
Taylor
it was Zach
did.
Moss in that game, not Taylor.
Probably
Taylor was
No,
getting
Taylor killed the Browns.
Taylor was getting
Oh, it was
juicy.
Taylor not or
probably
did both
guard.
get over 60.
It was
I don't
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, so is Taylor the only one?
Taylor had 75. Moss had 57.
Okay.
Let's go through the rest of the games real
Can't
quick.
remember anybody else getting over 60 yards.
Can't believe you did a
McCaffrey,
Moulin
I don't think he had
Rouge, bro.
60.
No, 'cause he
Nope.
got
That's
hurt.
Eddie
He had
Guerrero.
43.
That's the Eddie
He only played
Guerrero.
a half.
Latino heat. Orale.
Yeah, the only one that go over 60.
So Jonathan
Jonathan
Taylor's
Taylor.
the only back that's gone over 60. And that was the Browns' worst performance defensively was that Colts game. They were lousy in that game. And the Colts have a really good running game. I just the Ravens'
What
backs
did the-
are decent, but none of them are that good.
So what did the Ravens running back have in the first game?
They didn't have a big game.
48.
48 was the highest. Who was that, Gus?
Gus, correct.
Get on the
They
bus.
hitting their stride. We can get 12 more yards. I don't think they're going to win.
All right. Last one, Mike.
Last one. Kareem Hunt is leading the NFL, or I guess has the longest current streak in the NFL with 4 straight games with a rushing touchdown. Will he get number 5 in a row?
The longest streak
Sunday?
in the. What happened? McCaffrey lost his streak.
Well, he has receiving. He scored a touchdown, not necessarily rushing.
Wow.
But yeah, Kareem Hunt, the longest
Man,
current streak.
If you asked this trivia question to non-Browns fans, even a lot of Browns fans probably wouldn't have gotten that.
Hey, man.
You would never have guessed that because he hasn't done that much, but he's had.
He scores touchdowns. That's what he does.
This should be, and I've been, well, at least I give Bull credit. Bull was saying, lot of our brethren is like, oh, Kareem Hunt's washed.
Listen, he said he's on three wheels.
Listen, Kareem Hunt, this is a Kareem Hunt football game. You need to establish something. You got the big bad Ravens coming into town. They playing at home. You gonna need to have somebody running physically.
That's right.
You don't need guys running backwards and looking scared like they need to go call their mom because the bully down the street beat them up. You need to do is go get the ball and run hard for 3 yards and understand that, hey, I'm gonna be back here doing it again and again and again. All this cute stuff. This is a Kareem Hunt football game. I hope Kevin Stefanski, he said he was running the football. Don't you give what's the name no 20 carries.
Whoa.
I hope not. Jerome
Ford. This ain't no Jerome Ford type no ball game, bro.
Yeah, you need that mean.
No. Listen,
You need
wait
that
a
mean
minute.
running with attitude.
Wait a minute.
No.
Kevin, don't listen to them. Please give Jerome Ford so I can be right on fence riders. Please give Jerome Ford the ball.
This guy
So
worry
this
about
fence
his
rider
fist
question
rushing.
was Kareem Hunt. It was will he score a rushing touchdown in his 5th straight game? A pretty even split. Jason, G, Tyvis, and Earl all said yes. Bull, me, you, and Jay don't believe it'll happen.
This is goal line Nick Chubb.
I'm about to say, y'all know he going. Y'all saying they ain't going to get to the 1 yard line?
If he get anywhere in the
I
team,
think
out of
I
pocket.
screwed that one up. I think I meant to say yes on that one.
he want to change his answer. on that
Look,
one.
okay.
I think
Too late. Graphic been made.
I'll tell you what I thought at least. G. Bush, you know as well as anybody, Kevin Stefanski loves a little play action on the goal line. And if there was ever a time with a quarterback now who's capable of making some of the throws required to score on those tight window situations, it is Deshaun Watson as opposed to who the Browns have had back there before. I think
Or maybe
the
the Browns do a
decoy
tush push.
or the tush push, but I think Kareem Hunt has been so effective down there. This is the week. He's the decoy, and someone else gets that goal.
Well, look, this is coming. I just want to let y'all know that the tendency breakers, they've had Nick Harris on a bunch of stuff, tight end, fullback. Nick Harris is going to, get out in the flat. He's going to catch a touchdown.
Fast to the flats.
No, so it's going to be in the flats. He's going to be a corner in the end zone.
Do you think he can catch?
Yeah, he good. All right, you ready?
Who's going to have more touchdowns this year, Nick Harris or Elijah Moore?
Damn,
Stop doing that. Elijah about to go crazy one of these games.
We need it.
Who's going to have more touchdowns this year, me or Cedric Tillman?
Dang. Cedric Tillman.
That's funny because it really is that hard to think.
Yeah, because